Well, in an EPR scheme that enables to transfer packaging waste management into a circular economy. It's a very important approach to this. And the PRO is one of the main entity because in the collective scheme the PRO takes over the responsibilities of each single obliged company that pay the PRO to manage and organize the collection and recycling of the packaging waste. That means if companies participate in a collective responsibility scheme, the PRO takes over these single responsibilities and centrally coordinates all relating activities. This is why the PRO is paid for by the obliged companies.
In order to create an effective EPR system, many different stakeholders across the value chain will need to be involved. The complexity of bringing all of these groups together, managing the funds from these groups, and enabling the activities to manage the packaging waste effectively will require a centralized group that does this. This is the role of the Producer Responsibility Organization within an EPR system. In Ghana, the complexity of forming a Producer Responsibility Organization to manage packaging waste is something that we are strongly considering within the EPR formation system.
The PRO is first of all responsible for setting up the system, operating it and evaluating it to work towards a circular economy system. And therefore the PRO is managing its financial flows that it receives from the obliged companies and provides information about the system and enables the communication between the stakeholders along the supply chain. The PRO's tasks start with registering the obliged companies in order to receive the contributions and ends with reporting the achievements and the activities financed by the contributions, for example, a governmental level as well as to involve stakeholders. And also in terms to keep the level playing field, it is essential needed that the PRO tasks are managed in a very traceable and transparent way.
In August 2020, PRES has established a new organization of IPRO that learn from international best practices tailored to the Indonesian context and is developed collaboratively between industry to be fair, cost-effective, and fit for purpose in scaling up packaging recovery and recycling. This is the industry's contributions to solve the packaging waste problem in Indonesia in a comprehensive and collective manner. PRO will focus to build a system, which is category A, building the end market for PET, which is commonly used in plastic bottles. Second, category B, building the infrastructure to increase the collection rate for used beverage carton, flexible and high-density polyethylene packaging. The third, category C, is to promote social inclusiveness and educate public on segregation, recycling, and also establish design to recycle guidelines. For the time being, the members are 6 founders, which is Coca-Cola Indonesia, Danone Indonesia Indofood, Nestle Indonesia, Tetra Pak Indonesia, and also Unilever Indonesia. But in the future, we expect PRO will attract more members, both international and local companies from packaging converter, brand owners, and retailers. In future, PRO will help strengthen the recycling industry in Indonesia as we will create support and demand for the recyclables.
The Ghana Recycling Initiative by Private Enterprises, or GRIPE, is a voluntary extended producer responsibility system. GRIPE currently has 13 private sector members who have come together to help integrate sustainable waste management in Ghana. The companies involved in GRIPE currently pay a fee, which is then utilized in projects to close the loop or advance the circular economy. As you can imagine, in a country of 20 plus million people, 13 companies and the resources behind them to manage plastic and packaging waste will certainly not be enough to account for the full scope of the country, as well as all of the materials that are produced from commercial activities. In that regard, GRIBE is a good foundational element for creating extended producer responsibility. However, it needs to be backed by policy to enable other producers and liable parties under the producer definition to come to the table and contribute to ensure that a good extended producer responsibility system can be set up for Ghana.